So the x minus 5 equals 12. I'm telling you it doesn't matter, and you guys aren't real decisive when I say which one do you want to use, so I'm going to use the natural log. If you don't want to use the natural log, you can use the common log. I don't care. It's going to work out the same way. But I'm going to take the natural log of both sides. And the only reason I'm even bothering taking the log of both sides is so I can do this next thing. This is me taking the log of something with an exponent. So I get to bring that exponent out front. Now that x minus 5, that's all one number. Okay? So pay attention to how I write this. I'm going to write this as x minus 5 in a set of parentheses. And you may acknowledge that in your own brain that, yeah, that's all one number, x minus 5 times this leftover natural log of 3. But I cannot tell you how many times I see a student confuse themselves by not putting parentheses there. Even if when they wrote it, they understood that there was understood parentheses there. When you don't put the parentheses there, you're going to trick yourself into thinking something true that isn't true. Okay? So now that we brought our exponent out front, which is where my x was that I'm trying to solve for, I have a problem. This x is still trapped behind these parentheses. Okay? And there's one of two ways you can get rid of these parentheses. How do we get rid of parentheses? Think 8th grade. It rhymes with distributive property. And it starts with a D. You guys are stupid. I would tell you. Just skip the test. No, we've got the distributive property. The distributive property gets rid of parentheses, right? And sometimes it's your only choice. When we get around to doing this problem, that's going to be the only choice to get rid of those parentheses. But I think in this particular case, there's an easier way of going about this. I don't have to necessarily distribute that number. I could also just divide that number off, right? Okay, and here, I think it works out better if I divide it off. Alright, now I want to try something on my calculator. I'm trying to teach you properties and techniques and some stuff that's slick. But every now and then, students try to get a little too slick. So let me ask you a question. Over there on the right-hand side, when I talk about the natural log of 12 divided by the natural log of 3, is that the same thing as the natural log of 4?
No, it's not.
Is this the same thing as the natural log of 4?
No.
No, this is not the natural log of 12 divided by 3. It's the natural log divided by the natural log. If you don't believe me, put both of them in your calculator and you're going to see they're different. That's what we're going to do. Lots of people don't believe me. Okay. It's better you find out for yourself now. Meanwhile, I'm going to write the next thing. The natural log of 12 divided by the natural log of 3 is really 2.261859507 and so on, right? Is that what your calculator says? If you take the natural log of 4, you get 1.38629431, which is a very different number, so different that we would call it wrong. Okay? Alright, so here you go. Eyes on the prize. We still want to solve for x. We want to get x by itself. So, what do I got to do to get x by itself? Add the 5 off. You've been doing this since 9th grade, right? Add the 5 to get rid of the subtracting 5. Now, on the other side, be careful. What am I adding 5 to? Am I adding 5 to the 3? Am I adding 5 to the 12? Still say no. No, I'm not adding 5. I'm adding 5 to this whole number right here. I'm doing the natural log of 12 divided by the natural log of 3, that 2 point whatever, 2.2618, blah, 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 blah. And I'm adding 5 to that. And I'm getting 7.2 0.2619. If I round to 4 decimal places. And these guys, you don't have to check. Once you get a solution, that should be the real-life solution, but it's not a bad idea to check it. So if I wanted to, I can take this number and plug it in for x, and let me do something. Second there, plus 5. So then if I do 3 raised to the parentheses, that number minus 5, close my parentheses, and I hit enter, what should my calculator give me? It should give me 12. Is your calculator giving you 12? If you use a rounded number, as long as it's close enough to 12, it's good enough.